I'm coming at you from the backyard of the Kuwatas, and we have a special message for you, and Emiko is going to help me with this message. This week's sermon series was about pressing in to the pressing, and our CMC Abel spoke about that, and one of the points that he touched on was how the Lord prunes us. And so I'm going to spend some time talking to Emiko right now so she can explain to us what she does as a gardener. So Emiko, thank you for joining us. So tell us about what you're doing here to this fig tree.
So we're going to be pruning it. It's the winter, all the leaves fell off, and so it's a deciduous tree. So we want to prune it. First we want to take off anything that's dead, and then we want to open it up to the light. We want to keep things from being like crossed over, branches being crossed over. But why are we doing that? So that the fruit is more delicious, that it's bigger, that it's that there's better fruit that comes from this tree. For instance, this last season, it had tons of fruit that was, we were so excited because there was lots of flowers on it, lots of fruit on it, and we had to drop a lot of that fruit. And
what does it mean to drop a fruit?
We had to cull the fruit, because if we didn't, it wouldn't produce anything that was good. So we had to take those things that were sort of excess and that were extra, that like with all that in its life, there isn't really enough nutrients in the tree to produce all of that. And so I think, I don't know, the Bible lesson being that sometimes you just got to cut things away from your life in order to produce the fruit that will glorify Jesus in every area of our lives.
Awesome. Well, thank you. So how do you decide what you're going to cut off?
First is the dead things. We've had drought years, and we don't really water all that much back here. So this tree has gotten things that are, for instance, that's dead. So that's first, taking off those things. And the other parts are like if it's crossing over, if it's...
Why would crossing over make a difference?
When it's crossed on each other, sometimes the branches scratch each other, which isn't great, because then it damages the branches. What else? I'm not a master pruner. I just try to... I just watched a lot of YouTube videos.
Okay. But the objective is?
The objective is to produce better fruit.
And does it affect the health of the tree?
It does. If I think it's done right, then you're going to have a tree that produces good fruit for a longer period of time and stays healthy without bugs and other things coming to attack you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Emiko.
Okay.
And just as Emiko, the gardener of her tree, the Lord is our gardener, and it says in John 15:1 that I am the true vine and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, so that it will be even more fruitful. And as Emiko said, it's not necessarily the quantity of fruit, it's really the quality of the fruit that the Lord is looking for. And just as she prunes through her tree and cuts out the things that are dead and cuts out the things that might crowd the tree and cause the fruit to not create the best environment for it to grow well, she cuts those out because her end goal is to produce health in the tree as well as produce the best fruit possible. So the lesson here for us and the take home is that, when we face our season of pruning, when the Lord is cutting out things in our lives, let's not shy away from it or just be upset by it, but really press into that pressing in. What is God trying to accomplish in your life by pruning those things that affect your life and affect the fruit that you will be growing? So I hope that this week, as you are pressing into the Lord, that you are meeting Him in new ways that are going to make your life more fruitful for Him. Have a wonderful week. Thank you, Emiko, for having us. And we will see you on Sunday. Bye.